All right, so so ladies and gentlemen, what I have secant of y plus tangent of y equals cosine of y divided by 1 minus sine of y. So we need to go ahead and divide. We need to determine what side we'd like to work on. Remember, you always want to usually want to work on the side that's going to be the most difficult. Once you've picked the side that's going to be the most difficult, the next step that you want to do is kind of look into adding terms, getting the same denominator. You want to get variables off your denominator. So there's a lot of different routes you could go. You could say, well, I would like to work on this side, and then I want to add my terms. Or you could say, I want to get on this side, and I want to get my 1 minus sine of theta off the denominator. And what I'm going to look into, since these are two added terms, and this one's in a fraction, you got to look at, I'm going to probably state, since I can't combine these, and I've showed you how to combine these two, I'm going to work on the right side and get this off as a fraction. So I'm going to get the 1 minus sine out of the denominator. So by doing that, because what you notice is if I split that up, actually you can't split it up, work through. So to get this off the denominator, what I'll have to do is multiply by 1 plus sine of theta, or sine of y. Okay? So if you multiply by 1 plus sine of y, therefore you'll be left with cosine of y plus cosine of y sine of y divided by, on your denominator, you now have, actually, you know what am I doing? I'll leave that there. Therefore, then on the bottom, you're going to have 1 squared minus sine squared of y. Yeah, that's what I should have done. I'll just leave that out there. I'm not going to multiply through on your top. Sorry. So you're left with 1 squared minus sine squared of y. When doing that, you could say that, well, this, now by using Pythagorean identity, is going to give me with cosine squared. So I have cosine of y times 1 plus sine of y. And you can see what I started seeing in this problem was that I was probably going to, as Yusef wants to say, cancel out. But in reality, what I'm really doing is a cosine divided by cosine is going to divide to 1. So since I have two cosines multiplied by each other, that's just now just going to be a cosine of y. And that will now be eliminated into 1. So therefore, now I have 1 plus sine y divided by cosine of y, which can be separated into 1 divided by cosine of y plus sine of y divided by cosine of y, which we now know equals secant of y plus tangent of y, which you guys can see is right on your left-hand side. What step did you get confused on?
How did you get sine?
What I did is I divided my cosine into 1 and cosine into sine.
Oh.
Because that divides into both terms. Okay.
So
Cool.
what